Your Royal Highness, I'd like to welcome you to Newmarket and to the Racing Centre, and thank you for honouring us both with your presence here today and for your support of racing welfare throughout this and every year. This is a historic occasion for racing welfare, as through the wonders of technology, we are able to link each of the lunches we are holding around the country together today to celebrate not only this festive time of year, but also the companionship of colleagues from the racing industry nationally. Welcome to all our honoured guests in Midland, Malton, Lambourne and here in Newmarket. Thank you to our sponsors and supporters, without whom none of this would have been possible. We really appreciate everything you do to help us in our mission to ensure anyone who works in the thoroughbred racing industry has the opportunity to thrive. I'd also like to say thank you to the teams at Racing Welfare and here at the Racing Centre for all your hard work and enthusiasm in pulling this together. And a particular thank you must go to Stella Connell and Mary-Ann Sandercock, who've put in a huge amount of effort to bring it all together for you. Now could I invite Your Royal Highness to say a few words?
Well, firstly, it's a pleasure to join you at this Christmas lunch here at the Racing Centre for Racing Welfare and your centres elsewhere. This is an impressive turnout, and we're grateful to the Racing Centre for allowing this to continue. And I hope it's a day that you all enjoy. As Racing Welfare tries to work with a very wide range of individuals, I've already spotted the fact that we've covered pretty well every kind of career, I think, in the racing industry in this room. And that's quite a lot. And it's a pleasure to see you here. Many of you didn't start life in Newmarket, but you're still here. So that says a lot for Newmarket and the support that you get here. And I hope that's true. And I think that's probably true in the racing centres in Lambourne, Midland and Malton. I suspect there's pretty wide range people from outside your particular patches, but who like being where they are, and that Racing Welfare helps them to do that and to stay there. So I hope they're enjoying their lunch as well. And this Christmas lunch is just one of the activities that Racing Welfare's wider campaign attempts to provide, bearing in mind that preventing what the business of loneliness and social isolation when you stop work is a major issue for many people. I suppose the answer, people do live much more independent lives, and while everything is going according to plan and you're doing what you want to do, that works really well. But if it has to stop and you don't have maybe the camaraderie, and the discipline and the time scale that goes with so often working in racing, that you miss something which is hard to recreate. So I hope that you feel that Racing Welfare gives you an opportunity to relive some of that, those connections that you might have missed, people you knew, people who you recognise in terms of the jobs that they did and the sort of life they led, and the places they were working in. So a range of occupations and trips, facilities, coffee mornings. Never underestimate the ubiquitous coffee morning. It has a lot to offer, particularly if the coffee is good. And the cakes, I suspect, may be quite important. Trips and outings, trips to places that ring a few bells that you'd like to go to, and holidays for the future, that well-earned holidays maybe somewhere else. During 2015, there were more than 325 places that were provided for those who are beneficiaries for trips and outings. So I hope with the help of your fundraising and your sponsors that we might be able to increase those numbers bit by bit, if they're the sort of things that you really like to do. I think that generally from what we hear back, that these sort of things really do make a positive difference to the lives of those who are retired racing staff. And it is entirely appropriate that Racing Welfare attempts to assess the enjoyment or the appreciation, the sort of things that it does, and that is showing positive encouragement that we are on the right track. But we also need to know the sort of things that you enjoy doing, what the club offers, the events that are here, maybe pushing the boundaries a little bit with the fitness clubs and other activities that can be done differently now from earlier years and are worth trying, and maybe something that's not just you but a group of you will really enjoy doing. And that brings together more people for longer. You know where you all are. It doesn't necessarily mean you can't go on living independent lives, but it means your independence may be secured for longer because you have the ability and you know where to go to get help, to get support, to meet people, and to have a good laugh and to enjoy the memories that you all share. So I hope that today's event is one of those that really bring people together and they can enjoy telling a few stories. Actually, I think racing stories are a bit like fishing stories. Distances get longer, heights get longer. No, maybe not. Although I think we're all guilty of exaggerating some of either the worst and the best of our working lives. But it is a pleasure to have the opportunity to meet some of our beneficiaries here today. But particularly, can I wish you a very happy Christmas and a very enjoyable lunch wherever you are. But thank you for letting me join you.